Whoever read these 2 verses became a king from a beggar. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah and His blessings. Dear friends, this wazifa, spiritual practice, which is being presented for you today for centuries, people have been benefiting from this wazifa, who become emperors, who become kings. They definitely receive blessings from this wazifa. This wazifa, which is a wazifa of 2 verses, can make a beggar into a king. The wonders and virtues of these verses are many. Imam Jafar Sadiq, may Allah have mercy on him, was asked, "What is the benefit of which verse?" He said, "This verse turns a beggar into a king. That is its only benefit." In today's video, we will also tell you the wonders of these 2 verses, and we will also tell you how to gain benefit from these verses. Besides this, we will also include a testimony in the video. You must not skip the video and must watch it till the end. Before moving forward in the video, we request you that if you have not subscribed to our channel, then do subscribe to our channel and also like and share the video. Dear friends, let us tell you that in these 2 verses there is power, in these 2 verses there is sustenance, in these 2 verses there is long life. The one who believes in these verses is never disappointed. The one who believes in these verses, the one who includes these verses in their matters, can never be a beggar, inshallah, God willing. Not only this, but the generations of the one who reads these verses can also never become beggars, because the special properties of these verses are that in these verses there is wealth, in these verses there is richness, in these verses there is fulfillment of needs, in these verses there is sufficiency. One person's food being enough for 100 is called sufficiency. If Allah wills, He can fulfill all needs with 1 rupee. He can make 1 rupee into 100,000, and He is capable of making 100,000 into 1 rupee. Punjabis call this, He can turn lakh into kah or kah into lakh. All this is in Allah's control. Dear friends, the biggest benefit of these 2 verses is that they turn a person from a beggar into a king. Which 2 verses of the Holy Quran these are? We will also tell you that. But first, let us tell you a true incident regarding the wonders of these verses, that what effect Allah has placed in this wazifa, and what is the power of this wazifa. Remember, this incident was shared with us by one of our sisters through email, and it is her wish that this wazifa of these 2 verses be made as common as possible so that everyone can remove their financial problems through this wazifa with the help of Allah. In the email, our sister mentioned the wazifa of the last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah in this way: "My husband had a good job in Canada, our living was going very well, but suddenly my husband lost his job, he returned to Pakistan. For 6 to 7 months we managed because we had some savings, but when the savings ended, it came to the point that I started managing household expenses by selling my jewelry, and there came a moment when we didn't even have the resources to pay the children's school fees. A jobless person can understand well these feelings. When expenses are out of control and there is no job, what a person goes through and how many worries fall upon them. A person falls into tension and depression." She said, "I watched many wazifas on YouTube, but my heart stuck on the wazifa of the last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah, and I kept watching and listening to that video again and again. The wonders and properties of those 2 verses gathered such faith in my heart that finally I started the practice of those last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah. I had complete faith in Allah that by doing this practice, Allah would definitely create ease for me and my family." She further writes that as soon as I started this practice, by Allah's will, after 13 days, my husband received a letter from the same company at our home address, and he reapplied, and my husband's job was restored again. Believe me, not even in our wildest dreams that her husband would get his job back. And in the same company, it was a moment of poverty so severe that even our own loved ones abandoned us. They didn't support us at all. No one even gave us a loan. At that time, we realized something important. When you don't ask anything from people, they're happy with you. But if you ask them for help, they get upset. On the other hand, there is one court, the court of Allah, where if you ask, He is pleased with you, and if you don't ask, he becomes displeased. Dear friends, this is just a small incident related to the last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah. In truth, kings and emperors have benefited from this very wazifa and have become rulers through it. That is why you must make this wazifa a part of your life. These are very easy verses. Memorize these last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah and include them in the matters of your life. You'll witness their wonders yourself. Dear friends, if you make this practice a daily habit and hold on to it firmly, then you won't need any other deed or any other wazifa. Because Allah's words are powerful, Allah Himself is powerful, Allah is free of all needs, and so is His speech. Whoever holds on to His words firmly, Allah's mercy and might envelop him and never let him fall. Allah makes that person self-sufficient. They no longer remain dependent on anyone. This practice is extremely valuable. Perform it with complete faith and certainty, and don't miss it under any circumstances. By the grace of Allah, your destiny will change due to the blessings of this deed. Let's move on to today's practice. It is very simple. It is the recitation of the last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليه ما عنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم فإن تولوا فقل حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم. Recite these verses 11 times after every prayer. This wazifa will make you a king, bring success and prosperity into your life, and pour blessings into your lap, inshallah. Continue this practice for 11 days without skipping, and even before the 11 days are over, inshallah, your wish will be fulfilled, your difficulty will be resolved, your worries will go away, and whatever purpose you are doing this for, by Allah's will, it will be achieved. But if your goal is not fulfilled in 11 days, then continue this practice for 21 days. Inshallah, every wish will be granted. In fact, make this a regular habit. Dear friends, complete faith is the first condition for this practice, and the second condition is being consistent with your prayers, salah. And not just for this wazifa, offering salah is always important. But know this, if you do this practice without praying, it won't benefit you. No matter what deed you do, if you're not offering salah, it will be useless, because it is mentioned in traditions that the prayer of a person who doesn't pray, salah, is not accepted, and not only does their own prayer remain unanswered, but they are also not eligible for the blessings of other people's good prayers. The curse of abandoning salah is such a terrible thing that it destroys entire homes and families. Even neighborhoods and communities are affected by its consequences. That's why you must never abandon salah under any circumstances. So dear friends, you must definitely do this wazifa of the last 2 verses of Surah Tawbah yourself, and share this video as much as possible so that other Muslim brothers and sisters can also benefit from it. We hope you liked today's video. If you did, we kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel Islam Teacher, and also press the bell icon so you get timely notifications of our future informative videos. Along with subscribing, please like our videos and share your precious feedback in the comments. You can also ask your questions in the comments. May Allah keep you in His protection. Ameen.